Peace and love. Peace and love. I am here this morning. So part of my quiet time, my routine, my morning routine, part of what I do is pull cards from the Ask and It Is Given card deck. Love this deck. This has been super dope. I love all my decks, but I definitely love this one. Today, my card was really interesting. And so I thought that I would share it, but then I also thought that I would pull a card for the collective, for the general, anybody who's actually engaging in this video right now. This card, the second card that I pull, could be for you. You take what resonates and you let go of what does not, while we carrying stuff that isn't for us. That part. So yeah, my card today is I learned to pay attention to my feelings. Your emotions are absolute indicators of your current point of attraction. Your emotions are absolute indicators of your current point of attraction. They help you know in any moment whether or not you are currently allowing the fulfillment of your desire. It is our encouragement that you pay attention to how you feel and allow your emotions to be the valuable indicators they are. Read that part again. It is our encouragement that you pay attention to how you feel and allow your emotions to be the valuable indicators they are. I have been labeled an emotional person. I've been labeled an emotional person by many people, actually. It wasn't until I accepted that as my truth that became my truth. I'm an emotional person. I recently let go of that as a truth because it's not a truth. Well, it is a truth. I am emotional, but it's not a bad thing. My emotions are not a bad thing. I mean, my awareness of my emotions is an excellent tool. And the fact that those emotions have a very broad range, to somebody who doesn't know me, to someone who is not aligned with me, it might come across, you got a lot going on. And that's actually true too. There is a lot going on. Ooh, you scared me. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Yes, this is my daughter. So I'm in the car right now because I'm out in Hot Springs. The cabin that we have is more of a loft style type cabin, so I needed to let the girls rest as long as they would rest. So I guess this is the indicator that they are up and ready to start the day. So yeah, emotions, they're indicators. Just because somebody doesn't understand your emotion, just because somebody doesn't want to deal with your emotion, does not mean that there's something wrong with your emotions. Now, being emotional is not a bad thing. How you express those emotions is a different story because you are still responsible for what you put out. And so, my being emotional is excellent. My being impulsive is not. So I'm really grateful for this card today, just reminding me to pay attention to my emotions. I get frustrated when I get emotional because it seems like it's too much. But that's something that I picked up along the way. My emotions are not too much. My emotions are my emotions, and I own all of my emotions. But just like I own my emotions, I also own responsibility for how I express those emotions. There's a difference. And so, yeah, pay attention to how you feel. and allow your emotions to be valuable indicators. The valuable indicators that they are. You were created with emotions for a reason. Just because you feel like your emotions keep you from making progress, the feeling that emotions keep us from making progress is a lie. Emotions actually help you to progress so much faster, so much more efficiently, so much more effectively, because you're aware of what actually is and not what somebody has told you it's supposed to be. There's a lot. I wasn't trying to go all down that road down. I just wanted to share, pay attention to your emotions and stop shitting on your emotions. They don't want to be shitted on. They're there for a reason. They're indicators is what it boils down to. So, yeah. Now moving on really quickly to the card that I did. I did pull. I did the shuffle, pre-shuffle, I guess you want to call it. And this is the card that was given. This card is for the collective, which does include myself, gratitude. It says, it is not about controlling my thoughts. It is about guiding them. Whoa. This is my first time reading it too. It is not about controlling my thoughts. It is about guiding them. Let's see what that's about. We are not encouraging you to make an effort to control your thoughts, but instead to more or less guide your thoughts. Reaching for the way you would like to feel is an easier way to hold your thoughts in vibrational alignment with that which you believe is good. Reaching for the way you would like to feel. Yes. You have to be aware of how you feel now. Emotions. And then you have to be aware of how you want to feel. And then you have to reach. You have to go and get that. You have to actually actively pursue how you want to feel instead of assuming how you want to feel is just going to come and fall into your lap. It doesn't work like that. Reaching for the way you would like to feel is an easier way to hold your thoughts in vibrational alignment to that which you believe is good. We start using words like vibration, energy, alignment, and people start. If you're listening to this, my hope is that you hear the words that I'm saying. My hope is that you get out of your own way and stop listening for what's familiar to you and listen to the words that are being spoken. And the words here are saying, reaching for the way you want to feel is an easier way to hold your thoughts in vibrational alignment. You have to be in alignment. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't care what religion you choose to practice. I don't care. I just don't, because it does not matter. Every last practice encourages alignment. Every last religion, the foundation of it is alignment. Is grounding yourself, is centering yourself, is knowing yourself, is connecting with yourself. You're supposed to connect with God. Who created you? Who created you? And so what makes you think you have to go outside of you to connect with the one who created you? Because somebody told you that. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that? And why have you been holding on to it and believing it for so long? Every religion encourages meditation. Some of them call it prayer. Some of them call it affirmations. Some of them call it being still. Scripture tells you to be still and know that I am God. Yet we tend to think that our relationship and our connection comes from being busy, comes from doing. We jumping through hoops and songs and dancing and trying to appease when all God wants is connection. All any God wants is connection. Don't worry about who I'm talking about. Who are you calling God? Who do you deem to be your Lord? Because I don't care who it is. I guarantee you, it, they, he, she, however you want to put it, expects connection, expects relationship, expects intimacy with you. They don't need you. They created you. They want you. Because they created you. Don't play with me. Listen, Linda. Every religion calls for alignment. Your emotions are the indicator of where you're vibing. Your emotions are an indicator of your frequency, of your current frequency. We in the car, driving. My phone decides it doesn't want to connect to the Bluetooth and play music anymore. The radio pops on. Loud, static, noise. The girls are like, what is that? Kaylin, my rider, sitting in the front seat, right? You would think, I'm driving, fix the radio. Except she doesn't know that there's a button you could push that changes the station. She's 12, technology. What is this? Yeah, you can change the frequency. You can make it clear so that you can receive the communication that is being provided constantly. Constant communication. The earth is constantly talking to you. God is constantly talking to you. Creator is constantly communicating with you. You don't feel it. You don't hear it. You don't see it because you got too much shit going on. Clean your shit out. Identify where you are and tune yourself to the frequency you so desire to vibe in. You don't tune your frequency to anybody else's. Who are you? You wonder why you can't find peace. You wonder why you can't get traction and you can't make progress because you're too busy trying to replicate what somebody else did. But all that person did was what they did. They followed what they followed. So you need to know what it is that you're following. You need to know what it is that you're doing. You need to know who it is you're praying to when you call out, Lord. Let's just, we here. So why not? I'm just curious. I'm really curious. I'm really curious. So this that I'm looking at is the Compact Bible Dictionary. I'll have plenty of videos to come explaining what it is that I'm actually out here doing, because a lot of y'all got questions. But I just wanted to look up what this particular resource, because I have many resources. I have many resources. I'm connected to source. Therefore, I have many resources. All right. This particular resource says that Lord applied to both men and God and expresses varied degrees of honor, dignity, and majesty. Applied to both men and God and expresses varied degrees of honor, dignity, and majesty. Who are you calling Lord? Who is the Lord of your life? This right here can go into, we will expand on this a little bit more, because now that I've looked at this particular definition of Lord, I'm curious as to what the Greek and the Hebrew translations of Lord is. So, what I was just told is that's coming up in the next video. To wrap this up, my message was to pay attention to my emotions. Why do I need to pay attention to my emotions? Because they're indicators of my current vibrational frequency, and I have to decide whether this is where I intend to be or not. And then I guide them to where I want them to be. I don't shit on them. I don't beat myself up because I feel sad today. I don't beat myself up because I feel lonely today. I don't beat myself up because I feel disappointed in this moment. I don't beat myself up because I feel or experience anything. I don't beat myself up because I just responded impulsively a few minutes ago. I don't beat myself up about that. I acknowledge that it happened. I acknowledge what it is, and I say, where do I want to be? And what does it take for me to get there? For Kristen, it takes quiet time. For Kristen, it takes nature. It takes aligning to Kristen. I align by using my quiet time, my meditation time, my prayer time, my prayer closet. I align by being outside in nature. I calm myself down by running cold water over my hands when I feel that fire shooting up through my bones. I'm so serious. We have tools. We've been given tools. I'm going to wrap this video up. There will be more videos to come. All I'm doing is sharing me. I'm looking now, we're at like a little bit over 19 minutes. If you have decided to stick with me through this video, I'm grateful for it. That is 100% your choice. And it is my intent that something was said that you can take and utilize for your health, your healing, your journey. I'm not talking to you about anybody else's journey. I'm talking to you about my journey. I am inviting you to journey with me. Where you going, Chris? I'm headed to healing. I'm headed to wholeness. I'm headed to happiness. I'm headed to peace. I'm headed to prosperity. I'm covered in protection. Don't play with me. But in order to get to this place, I had to check my emotions and figure out what they were trying to tell me. And what my emotions were telling me, you are not okay. This shit here, nigga, is not okay. You don't intend to be here. Oops. Wherever here is. What I need to do to get up. I done beat myself up so much about why I'm here or how I got here or what wrong turns did I can figure that out in a second. How do I get up out of this? I started checking my emotions. I started deciding what I was going to think about, what I was going to focus on. I started to bring every thought into captivity. Don't play with me. Those thoughts that made me feel a certain way that I didn't like to feel. Hold up. You don't belong here. You gotta go. Let's replace this. Bam. Guiding your emotions. Guiding your thoughts. Guide your thoughts. Guide your emotions. Guide your emotions. You go where you intend to go. Because you are going to go with you wherever you go. So I think it's about time somebody starts listening to themselves. I think it's about time somebody starts to ask, where did I get this from? Where did I pick this truth up from? And is it really true? Sometimes we pick stuff up that wasn't ours to pick up. Hence my saying, you take what resonates and you leave the rest. I don't know what you got going on. I don't even know who you are watching this. I can feel you. But I don't know who you are. I don't know what it is you need. Hell, I don't know what it is you don't need. I'm a mom of 4. 3 daughters and a son. 13, 12, 4, and 2. There are countless varieties of people. You got mom of 1. You got mom of none. Mom of none. Woman, still mother. I'll get to that in another. Look, we'll come back around to that. You have different varieties of people. All right? You have, everybody is on their own journey. Everybody is on their own path. Yes, we might all be riding on the highway, but we're going to our own destinations. If you're living your life because you're headed to a destination somebody else has determined for you, if that works for you, then great. If that's not working for you, you might want to stop and reevaluate where you're going, why are you headed in that direction, and is that where you intend to go? And if it is, by all means. If it's not, make a decision. Make a decision. It doesn't matter who understands it. It doesn't matter who agrees with it. It doesn't matter who's done it before, who's modeled. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you don't have a model. You do. It's too many. You do. You don't see it right now because you don't see it right now. Clear some shit out and you might be able to see. It's a lot, child. Let's just see what this does. I'm just seeing where this goes. Okay. Be encouraged. I encourage you to encourage yourself. And if you can't encourage yourself right now, if you can't see any light right now, reach out. Period. I don't know who to reach out to. Why don't you start with your creator? Your creator created you. They might be invested in your well-being. I'm just saying. How do I reach out to my creator? There are many tools. There are many tools. Decide which ones fit your hand. It's a lot of stuff out here. I do a lot of stuff. I utilize a lot of tools. Energy is energy, and energy is ever changing. You are constantly this is a song, the rhythm, it is constantly, it's in motion, it's constantly changing. Therefore, to make sure that I'm clear personally, I have many tools to check me. I picked up tools that I can utilize to check myself. And then I connected with people, because I'm not alone out here. Personally, it was the sisterhood that did it for me. It was sisters that looked at me and said, something is not right. What the fuck are you doing? And made me ask myself, what am I doing? Iron sharpens iron. But I do guarantee you that it's not every sister that is in my life. It is not every woman that is in my life is not a sister. But I am very intentional with the sisters that are in my life. I'm very intentional with the sisters that are in my life, because I utilize them to sharpen me, just as they utilize me to sharpen them. It's a mutual, reciprocal relationship all the way across the board, whomever I come in contact with, because I intend to attract healthy and nurturing, whole relationships. That's what I draw in. Healthy, nurturing relationships. That's where I intend to be. Therefore, anything or anyone that does not align with that, excuse me, while I go somewhere the fuck else. Do you hear me? Because I'm sure this is going to work for somebody, not necessarily me. I don't know if... I keep saying I don't know who I'm talking to. It didn't matter for me if it was a relationship. It didn't matter for me if it was a friendship. It didn't matter for me if it was a job. It didn't matter for me if it was some type of obligation that somebody else put on me. An expectation. If it does not align, where are you right now? Where's your energy? Where's your peace at? Where's your self-control? Where's your joy? Where's your forgiveness? Your mercy, your grace. The things that exude from your being, not what you're expecting to get from somebody else. Is that what you're putting out there? Yeah? Dope shit. Holla at me. Nah? Dope shit. Holla at me. I am now at 30 minutes. Did not intend to talk for this long, but for whatever reason, this is what it is. And part of me wants to say, I need to go in and edit. I need to cut this. I need to cut that. Fuck that. I'm finna put this up. And don't come for me unless I send for you. 1. 2. If you do come correct. 2. And 3, always remember, I'm on my journey. I'm on my path. My path ain't got shit to do with your path unless we intend. So don't get your panties in a bunch. For those that didn't know, which is pretty much most people, hi. My name is Kristen, with a D, not a T. I hope you have a wonderful, I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that you check in with your own emotions. I hope that you choose to guide those emotions and those thoughts to lead you exactly where you intend to go. And I hope those things, because none of those things are in my power or my control. They're all in your hands. So, blessings, increase, peace, love, light to all of those who have chosen to rock with me for these 32 minutes. And I'll see you next time. 1 you.